Ayubovan, Vanakkam, Namaste, and a very good day to everyone. I'm Dilshad Siddiqa from Sri Lanka. Today, I'm your host on behalf of the International Association for Quality Education. It's my great pleasure and honor to welcome our esteemed speaker for today's session, Dr. Sudhakar Umali. He is a professor in the Department of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering at Thakur College of Engineering and Technologies, Mumbai, India. Dr. Umali brings with him a wealth of knowledge and experience in the field of engineering, education, and research, and we are truly privileged to have him with us today. He will be delivering a lecture on fundamental research studies, the first session in our series on research methodologies and academic writing, conducted as a part of International Professional Development Program for Teachers. Dr. Umali, we are delighted to have you here on behalf of the International Association for Quality Education and all our participants. I warmly welcome you to this session, sir. I invite you to begin your presentation. Sir, the platform is yours.
I also welcome the Association of Quality Education, and on the platform today we have got such a wonderful research scholar, and you have heard about his profile that he has done lots of research and he has contributed his life for the education of the engineers, scientists, and all the students.
Good evening, all. Good evening, participants. Respected Rashmi Tyagi Madams, Kamal Gowda sir. Today, I want to discuss fundamentals of research papers. Previously, I was decided that research methodology and strategies of PhD thesis writing, which I changed my thought. Later on, I want to explain the basic things required for learning a research paper, thesis writing, dissertation writing. But according to the requirements, today I want to start the first, that is the fundamental of research papers, how to write it, how to develop the research ideas. One by one, I will explain the complete research ideas, idea developments, and English requirement in the research paper writing. So, exactly, you must understand what is research, because many people are not able to understand the research writing, research paper reading, understanding of research, and hence I will start from first question, that is, what is research? Everybody must understand this. Research is a systematic process of inquiring aimed at discovering new knowledge, verifying facts, solving problems, or developing innovative solutions. It involves identifying a problem, reviewing existing literatures, collecting and analyzing data, and drawing conclusions that contribute to academic, industrial, or societal advancement. So this is about, I told about research. Research is activity, and that activity must be written in the paper. Then that writing, we call it as a research paper. Must you understand the difference between a research paper and the research done by the candidate. A research paper is an academic essay or document in which you present and discuss the findings of your research work. This is a research paper. It is written in a structured format that typically includes an introduction, methodology, results, discussion, and conclusions supported by references to existing literature. In simple terms, I want to explain what is the research process. Research is the process of creating new knowledge because that knowledge is not available, and hence you are adding that knowledge as a research, and hence research paper is the written record of that process and its finding. Then everybody understand, when everybody understand what is a research paper, then they can they can write the paper, research paper. And today my question is that who writes a research paper? Everybody is telling write a research paper, but who are able to write it? Either students, faculty members, or professors in the colleges, researchers who are doing their research studies in the MTech and PhD level, graduation, post-graduation levels, PhD level. Even also scientists can write the paper, and industry professionals. I want to explain who are the students, undergraduate, postgraduate, or PhD candidates write research papers as part of their academic requirements. Because of their research paper, they can clear their studies and they can pass the examination. Come to the second part, that is faculty members and professors are able to write papers. Faculty members and professors write papers to share their research and contribute to knowledge and enhance their academic careers. Then researchers and scientists write to publish new findings, validate theories, and solve real world problems. Next is the industry professionals, the person who is working in the industries and he has invented or discovered something new in the form of research. He may also write research papers to document innovations, product developments, or technical studies. Why do people write a research paper? This is the most important question. Without research paper, nobody can show their talent to the global or universities or in the institute. The first reason for writing a research paper by the people is to contribute knowledge. The people share new ideas, discoveries, or solution with the academic and professional community. Second reason why the people are writing a research paper is that to gain recognition. People publishing papers builds credibility, reputations, and authority in the field. The third reason is for academic requirements. When students are studying in the graduate, postgraduate and PhD level, those students often write research paper as a part of their coursework, as a part of thesis work or dissertation work. Sometimes people require career growth. For career growth, people want to publish their paper, and research publications are essential for promotions, for grants and professional advancements. These are the reasons. These are the career growth of the people who are working in the institute or organization. To influence practice and policy. This is the fifth reason of writing research paper. Many people are practicing their work and they want to write their research work or any other work for documentation, and well written research papers can shape industry practices, education reforms and even government policies. Industry practices, education reforms and government policies can be influenced by the practice and policy through the research paper. Sixth reason is that to develop skills. People want to develop skills and people want writing improves critical thinking, problem solving and communication abilities. These three are very important for the development of individual person. What are the three criteria? Through research paper, people can develop critical thinking abilities, problem solving abilities and communication abilities, and definitely they grow well in the institute, in the industries or in any organizations. So these are the reasons, and hence only academic person is not writing a research paper, but all those I explained, they are able to write it. Now this is another question to you. What role can publishing a research paper play in your career? Everybody wants to develop his career, and hence the publishing a research paper is the main role of that candidate, and these are the 5 roles I want to explain. Publishing a research paper can have a transformative role. This transformative role in shaping one's academic, professional and personal growth, and hence there are 3 reasons to make the career. That reasons are academic growth, professional growth and personal growth. I want to explain first that is very important, that is academic growth. By writing a research paper, people can develop their academic growth Particularly, research papers helps students secure higher studies opportunities, scholarships, and admissions to reputed universities. This is very important for the students. I will repeat it. Through research papers, students secure higher opportunities in the academic institute, scholarships to get funds, and admissions to reputed universities. Strengthens a faculty members' academic profile for promotions, tenure, and recognitions. These are the two main roles. What is the student role and what is the faculty member role? Faculty member is making his profile very strong. Because of that strong profile, he or she may get promotions in the institute for the development of the tenure and recognitions. Now come to the second that point is professional development. What type of professional developments are possible through research paper? It builds credibility and authority in a chosen field. It enhances chances of securing research grants, funding, and collaborations. If you are not able to write research papers, you are losing your research grants, funding for your research, and collaborations with the research institutes. Not only this, the research paper improves job prospects in academia, research institutions, and the industry also. Now come to third point, networking and collaboration. Research papers opens doors to conferences, doors to seminars and global research communities. If you are not able to write research papers, you are not able to participate in the conferences. You are not able to participate in different seminars. You are not able to participate in global research communities. And hence, a research paper facilitates collaboration with the peers, industries, and international experts. It means that you are able to connect with the peers, you can connect to industry persons, you can connect to international experts. Now, fourth is very important, skill development. How to develop the skill? Through the research paper. Research paper enhances critical thinking, problem solving, and technical writing skills. These three are very important in our life because for any work we require the critical thinking, problem solving skills, technical writing skills. Through research paper, you are able to develop a very well technical writing skills, and that becomes the habit of writing. Research papers improves ability to communicate complex ideas effectively, because when you do something new that is very complex for understanding for the common people, when you write your new work for new people, through the research paper, you are able to write in a simple and effective language in such a way that you can able to explain your ideas in simple language to very common people. Now, what is meant by reputation and recognitions? Always we have to create the reputation in the system, in the organizations. You must develop your recognitions by your name as a researchers, experts. Who is an expert? To become the expert, you have to write the research paper. Research paper decides your positions as a thought leader or a domain experts in a particular area. Research paper increases visibility in academic and professional circles. This is about, now I have answered the question that is written in the PPT. What role can publishing a research paper play in your career? Just you remember all these reasons for 5 reasons, that is academic growth, professional development, networking and collaboration, skill development, reputation and recognitions. Once you understand the importance of research paper for all 5 reasons, definitely after listening my lecture, you are able to publish, or at least you think about the publishing of research paper. I want to explain different steps for writing a research paper. Next question is that how to publish a research paper. Publishing a research paper involves several systematic steps. When you understand each and every step, then definitely you think write a research paper on a particular topic. These are the steps. First step is choose a research topic. I will explain one by one later on. Conduct research. Write the research paper on it. Select a journal or conference for publishing your work. Submit the paper in the conference or in the journal. You have to find out what is the peer review process for that conference, for that journal. Then last step is the acceptance of your paper in the publication and rules of publications. According to that, we have to write the paper. Now I want to explain one by one. Once you understand the 7 steps, I will first concentrate on choose a research topic. This is the major question for all researchers. How to select a research topic? What is answer? Select a topic that is relevant to you, original area, and that area must be researchable. Because if you select unknown topic, very unknown topic, then you cannot understand and your research may be incomplete. Narrow down to a specific problem or question. Sometimes the research topic is so vague and it requires lot of time and that loses your interest, and hence that large topic can be converted or narrowed down to a specific problem or specific research question. Come to the new second step, conduct research. Without research, you are not able to write a good research paper. For that research paper, what are our activities? Review existing literature to understand the current knowledge. I am repeating it. Review existing literature to understand the current knowledge. For writing a research paper, you must have the very good current knowledge, and that knowledge must be developed. If you are not able to understand that current knowledge, then you are not able to write to conduct the research. Collect data through experiments. You have to do the experiments for conducting research. After conducting research, you are able to collect data through experiments, surveys, simulations, or different analysis. After getting experimentation values, surveys, simulations, analysis, we have to interpret results that we obtain, and we have to conclude all the results in the form of conclusions. Come to the third point, that is write the research paper. It is not easy task. Follow a structural format for writing. You must know and you must understand what is the structural format of the research paper. It requires correct title, abstract, introduction, literature review, methodology, result and discussion, conclusions, future work, and references. And hence, we have to ensure clarity about all, accuracy in all the data, and all the analysis must be original. Fourth is very important. Select a journal. Let us say your research paper is complete in all respect. Then our next step is select a journal or conference. Candidate must find or identify the right journal, right conference, or professional society. For example, I want to say some examples of journal or conferences. IEEE, SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers, Elsewhere, Springer, etc. So these are the area where we can publish your paper. Now, before that, we must check the scope of that journal or conference. Scope of the journal and conference is very important. What is the impact factor of that journal? What is the impact factor of that conference? Before submitting your paper in that journal or conference, you must understand the guidelines of writing it. Then next step is the submit the paper. Once you get the correct journal, conference, and scope of that paper, impact factor, some guidelines, then you are able to submit your research paper in that. Before submission, you should prepare the manuscript. You must understand what is manuscript. Manuscript is your own write-up. That is called as manuscript. You have to submit, you have to prepare the manuscript according to the publisher's format. Every journal or conference has its own format. we have to collect that format, and according to that format, we have to prepare the manuscript, and that manuscript can be submitted to the publications. You can submit your manuscript or draft of research paper through online to that particular journal or conference portal. Now you must understand peer review process. Without understanding peer review process, what do you mean peer review process? When you submit the paper in a particular conference or in the journal, your manuscript or a draft of research paper will be evaluated by different domain experts in the particular field. That research paper will review for quality, novelty, and accuracy. Particularly in the very good paper, experts are checking quality content in the research paper. What is novelty in your research, they will check. And what is the accuracy of writing your research paper. This is very important. And hence, be ready to make revisions for corrections, or sometimes reviewer send the corrections to you, and hence it is necessary to understand what is the feedback of the reviewer of for research paper, and hence you must note down the corrections or revisions that is given by the experts to you. You think on it and you rewrite it again and you submit it again. Last step is acceptance and publications. Once you submit your revisions or corrections to the publications, then that publication will approve your research paper, that is manuscript. Then the paper will be published in the journal or in the conference proceedings or online databases. You may receive DOI. If you know what is DOI, it is very important for citations. Digital Object Identifier. What is DOI? Digital Object Identifier for citations. You may receive a DOI for citations if you understand all these things. I will change my slide and new question to you. To publish a research paper, we require something new. After understanding all these previous steps, what is important for good publication, that is select a topic, do research on it, write the paper, choose a suitable journal or conference, submit the paper, undergo peer review, and publish after research. Now, after understanding how to publish a research paper, your work starts now. How do you choose your research topic? It is very important. How do you choose your research topic? First step is that identify your area of interest. I want to explain it very clearly. If you are not able to choose your area of interest, you lose interest in the research paper or research work. Select a subject you are passionate about. Your subject must be your passion area. Let us say, if you are interested in artificial intelligence, renewable energy, automobile engineering, autonomous vehicles, that is also called as driverless vehicles, electric vehicles, any one area of your interest, you first identify that area so that you are able to write a research paper very fast. Research is usually a long process, time consuming process, and sometimes frustrating journey. Why I am calling frustrating journey? Many people stop their research. Many people stop writing of research papers because they frustrate because of wrong work and they leave from the research. And hence, why they frustrated? Because it involves repeated trials, failures, so many revisions, and sometimes we must wait for results also. You are not getting proper results. We don't have the testing facilities of that research work. In such a process, we get external rewards like marks, degrees, or recognitions may not be enough to keep person consistently in motivated. If who are the motivators for completing research paper or completing research? If you are getting marks in the work, then definitely for getting marks, you do the research and you are able to write the research paper. Sometimes if you are not able to complete your research, you will not get degree. MTech, that is a postgraduate degree, or PhD degree, or you are not recognized because of your research in the institute. And hence, these are three motivations for writing your research work. What really keeps a researcher moving forward is their genuine interest and curiosity in the subject. If you find the topic exciting, meaningful, aligned with your passion, that inner drive will help you overcome difficulties, maintain focus, and stay persistent until the research goals are achieved. In simple words, I want to tell you in simple words, when you truly care about what you are studying, your curiosity and enthusiasm act like fuel that keeps you motivated even when the journey is tough or slow. When the journey is very tough or very slow, what are the fuels for your motivation? Your curiosity, your enthusiasm. And hence, it is very important to understand all these things. Area of interest. Next, come to that review existing literature. In the world, we have so many literatures for different topics. how to review that existing topics are very important. That is called as literature survey. That literature may be available in the books, in the journals, in the articles. We should study that books, journals and articles to see what has already been done. If your work is already done, that work cannot be proceed further. And hence, through the literature survey, we are able to find out the research gaps or unanswered questions. Third is very important, consider relevance and importance. The topic should be socially, academically and industrially significant, because that topic is very useful for the societies, in the academics, in the industries. That topic should align with current trends, national priorities or industry needs. Let us say, I want to explain today what is important is that renewable energy, because of shortage of petrol or diesel or CNG gases, our national priorities is manufacturing electric vehicles that runs on electric currents. This is the national priorities. If you are working on national priorities, definitely you are getting some importance. Your work is very important for the nation, for the society, for the industries. And hence, your topic must be very relevant to all, and you can increase your importance in all. Fourth is check feasibility. Many times, your project is not feasible to the system, and hence you should ensure you have time to complete it. You must have the availability of resources. You have the particularly what will happen, the some experimentations setup is not available, equipments are not available, some data are not accessible, and hence you are not able to complete your study. What is important? Time. Your work must not be time consuming. All the resources that you want must be available. Experiment setups, equipments must be available for your work. You must assess all the data very easily to complete your study. Avoid topics that are too broad or impossible to test. If you take very a novelty topic, but you are not able to complete it, or that tests are not completed in the laboratories, then your work is incomplete. Now come to the 5, ensure originality and novelty. Many times your research work is duplicate, but the research papers or conferences require the originality of your work. Your work must be a novel work, and hence I am suggesting the topic, that topic should add something new idea, something new methods, or something new perspectives. Even a small improvement in the system or a small improvement in the existing problem can be valuable to you. That is novelty in your work. Come to 6, align with career or academic goals. many people are working in some industries, some area in teaching fields. If your work is electric vehicles, choose a topic that matches your future career path or higher study plans. For example, I want to explain why we want to match my research topic with my work or my higher studies. Because let us say I want to give some example. If I am the mechanical engineer, if I choose my topic as a automotive research, that automotive research topic is matching with my work, academic work. Electric vehicles is my area. If I do the research, I do not wait for the results. Or sustainability. Today, what is important? Sustainable development goals. If you select any sustainable development goals for your research work, then you will get a very easily data, and you can do your project work, and you are able to write your research projects. And last is very important, that is seek guidance. Nobody is perfect, and hence always we require some experts for guiding, and hence I am suggesting to you, whenever you want guidance for the development of your work, if you have any problem, you have to discuss that problem with your professors, with your mentors, or if you are working in industries, you can discuss that problems to industry experts. What you want feedback to refine our research work and to focus the topic very well. Now I want to explain how do you approach writing your research paper, because we have to approach for research paper. Now I want to explain this question, how do you approach writing your research paper? First is that understanding the purpose. First, before start of your research or for writing research paper, you must understand the purpose of your writing first. Before starting, clarify your work. You ask yourself, what is the aim of my research paper? Is it to report experimental results, review existing literatures, whether it is a new methods or analysis or a problem? All should understand first. For example, I want to explain. If my goal is to study the effectiveness of machine learning models in predicting traffic congestions, if I want to do the research autonomous vehicles, and my topic is study the effectiveness of machine learning method models in predicting traffic congestions. First, you must understand the purpose of that topic. Then you are able to understand your research work. Choosing and narrowing down the topic, because autonomous vehicle, electrical vehicle is a very big topic. You cannot do the project on that very big topic, and hence you narrowed down, you select one area of that autonomous vehicle or electric vehicle and select a research area of that interest. Narrow it a manageable and specific problem. Now, conducting literature review. If I select a problem, on radar for autonomous vehicle or LiDAR from autonomous vehicle, battery management system for electric vehicles. I will conduct literature survey on that topic. I will study previous work, previous theories, previous experiments, and previous gaps in that area. I want helps to know what is already done and what is missing in that area. And for that, I read different journal articles, different conferences, papers, different books, or any other available materials for me. Now come to the 4, conducting literature review and defining research question and objectives. So it is repeated because of my mistake. I made it there. Fourth is defining research questions and objectives instead of repetition of conducting literature review. Fourth stage is defining research question and objectives. I will repeat it. You must have the clear idea about the main problem or hypothesis. For example, my investigation is on LiDAR or radar that improves obstacle detection accuracy for urban conditions. Then I will concentrate on that research question only, on that objectives only. Now come to the 5th, planning and structuring the paper. Now I have collected, I have approached in all. Now I start my planning and structuring for writing the paper. Then I will planning for my introduction topic, literature review topic, methodology topic, results topic, discussion topic, conclusion topic, and references. After that, I will prepare an outline before writing. In some lectures, because of time constraints, I am able to explain all these things because we have the series of lectures. We have to prepare the outline of all structures of all plans before writing. Now, after making plans, after structuring all these things, our work is data collection and selection of correct methodology. Depending on your research topic, you are able to collect the different experimentations, setups, simulations, different surveys, or you can have the different case studies also. From that experimentation, simulation, surveys, and case studies, you are able to make the documentation for that, and you can able to prepare the research work. Now after that, writing the drafts. Writing the draft is very difficult. It has some processes. If I want to draft of research paper, it is also called as manuscript. If I want to start my topic and I want to start the introduction, I will see the context of the introduction, importance of the introduction, aim of the introduction first. When I want to write the literature survey, I will summarize existing studies. If I want to write methodology, I will describe how the research was carried out in my methodology. If I want to write the results, I want to study on how to write the present findings of my experimentation. What is important in the results? We have to create some tables, we have to create the graphs, we have to do the analysis of all. Now come to the discussion part. We have to interpret all the results collected. We have to link all the results with objectives. Now come to the conclusions. I will summarize all my contributions, all limitations of my experimentations, and I will find out what is very difficult and it is not completed. Then I will call it as a future scope for different candidates. I will make it as a future scope. Now, next is the revision, revising and editing. I will improve the clarity of my research work. I will maintain the research writing flow. I will check the grammars of writing, and hence I will able to ensure arguments are logical not, and that logical argument must be well supported by the literature survey. And in the research paper, I want to use proper academic language for writing. Come to the referencing and citations. Whenever we take literature review, we have to acknowledge previous works in the form of citations. That citation may be written in different formats. It may be APA format, IEEE formats, MLA formats. We have different formats. And plagiarism check is essential. When I write a research paper, if plagiarism check is essential, and come to the final review and submissions. If I completed my research paper, proofreading is very important. For finding errors, we require so many proofreadings. I will check formatting guidelines of different journals, university journals, conferences requirements. After that, I will check the submission deadline. Sometimes it happens we are able to write research paper, but we cross the deadline of submission. Then I am not able to submit it in the time and my work is waste. And hence we have to check the deadline of the submission always. And I will do fast. How do you choose your journal or publication? It is very important. This question is asking the researcher so many times to me. This question is asking the researcher to describe the criteria and process they use when selecting a journal to publish their research paper. Since not all journals are the same, choosing the right one is important for visibility, impact, and acceptance.
As we conclude this session today, I would like to thank on behalf of the organization, Dr. Sudhakar Umali and also Rashmi Tyagi. Our greatest gratitude to you, ma'am and sir. So we will be looking forward another session from you. So namaste and good night and have a nice day. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, Dr. Sudhakar.
Good night. All good wishes to everyone present.
Good night, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. can't see the end, but we'll see it through.